them summer nights. Come on.
Starting our ceremony for Disaster Transport Final Dispatch. Thanks again for coming out. We really appreciate everyone who has not only contributed, but who has contributed to part of history by signing our sign, which will be in our Town Hall Museum long after Disaster Transport is gone. So we have some very special guests with us all the way up here from Florida. Thankfully, they brought some nice weather with them. Yes, we have Pamela Landwehr. She's the president of Give Kids the World in Florida, and she's here. She'd like to say a couple of words. We also have the Snyder family with us, and they're a very special family who has stayed with Give Kids the World, has stayed at the Give Kids the World Village, and has also been frequent visitors to Cedar Point. So once again, we're really thankful to have them. Can we get a round of applause for Pam and for the Snyder family?
Great. Well, thank you all again. It's such an honor to be here. We were just here just a few weeks ago for Coasting for Kids, where we didn't think it'd get much better, but I'm telling you, Cedar Point has just done some amazing things for Give Kids the World for so many years. And believe it or not, I think it was just a couple weeks ago, maybe just a little over 2 weeks ago, that I get an email from Andy saying, this is what we want to do, and do you think we can make this work? And so all of this, I know that Andy has just done an incredible job pulling this event off, and we are so grateful. Let's give a round of applause to Andy. She's just been amazing here. And my other colleagues, so we had a couple people here from Florida. We also have Cara over there. Cara, give a big wave. Cara was actually an employee here at Cedar Point many years ago, and now we snagged her away. She's with us down at Give Kids the World, so wave, Cara. There she goes. And she's been working tirelessly as well. But the entire management team and the staff of Cedar Point, we just can't thank enough. And then, of course, all of you who have helped to make this such an overwhelming success. We have raised over $16,000 for this closing of Disaster Transfer. So yeah, give yourselves a huge round of applause. Amazing. And while I know it's kind of bittersweet closing an attraction that has such a dear place in everyone's heart, I mean, when you think about it, you could have just closed this attraction, but because of Andy and all the wonderful people here, it went for an extremely good cause, and you're helping to make magical memories for special children from all over the world because of your dedication, the dedication to Cedar Point. And I don't think there's any better way that we can tell you exactly what an impact you have made on our families than to have one of our wonderful Wish families here to share some of their experiences. They were with us back in 2010, so welcome again, the Snyder family.
Well, first of all, I'd just like to say thank you for inviting me. I would like to say, Give Kids the World, the name means everything. Because when we were there for our week, it was everything to us. We didn't think about our daughter and what we have to go through daily or weekly, monthly. She had her 90th blood transfusion on Wednesday. But at Give Kids the World, they got to have ice cream for breakfast. It was probably one of their favorite things. And we still do that every year in July when they have their fundraiser. Their dad sends me pictures from his cell phone while I'm at work of them eating ice cream without me. At Give Kids the World, we would have tickets to go to all the parks from the Make-A-Wish. But when we would get there, after about 4 or 5 hours, they'd say, can't we go back to Give Kids the World? The Candyland Playground was right across from our village. They probably were playing on that playground for hours. What else? Old Elmer, the talking tree. They would love to take trash with them when we would walk up to the village because all the trash cans talk to you. The gingerbread house is where we ate almost all of our meals. All the tables had peppermints inside the tables. What else, Jilly? Oh, the beauty salon. There was a place where teenage girls came. They're all volunteers. They did a pedicures. They face painted. They got their nails done. The star. Jilly had to make a wish star, and it is on the ceiling of the castle. And we have that hanging now. It was just a phenomenal week. And then also when we departed, oh, the merry-go-round. How many times do you think you went on the merry-go-round, Jilly? 50 at least. We left and they gave us a package, and with that was like a pass, and we got to come to Cedar Point that year. We also went to Hershey Park, Pennsylvania. It was just a phenomenal experience, and I can't say thank you enough.
Thank you so much. And she even brought her little Bear plate to go on the ride tonight. I don't think Bear plate has ever been on this ride, so yes. Oh my goodness, yes, we have my boss. This is a great time because he's silent, he can't speak, he's a 6-foot-tall bunny rabbit. And he goes around and tucks the kids in at night. So they got tucked in and they got their own special little Bear plate. So thank you guys for being part of this event tonight. Thank you, Cedar Point, and I think now we're going to start announcing who all the top fundraisers are that get to go pick their seat on the final round.
Yes, I want to first of all just say a couple words here about the history of disaster transport. I know a lot of you really have great memories on this ride, as you've shared with us tonight. Of course, we are thrilled again to be hosting the celebration for all of you. And we have had a lot of people asking why this ride is leaving and what's going on. There are a lot of theories floating around. So tonight, I'll share with you the real reason we're taking it down. It's very simple, folks. The aliens just want their ride back. That's what it is. It was either give them disaster transport or give them Sigourney Weaver, and you know, we have to go with the ride. So what many of you will miss about disaster transport will be, you know, the riding in the dark. It's a fun experience, but we just know you'll be so excited to see what's coming. And in a few short weeks, we'll be revealing that. So stay tuned, folks. But once again, for tonight, I'm so glad you could join us for this fitting tribute of a ride that has entertained our guests since 1985. Depending on your age, you might remember this as Avalanche Run, which debuted here as a bobsled coaster. And then, of course, in 1990, we closed it all off and created the disaster transport that you know and love today. That was just 1 year after we took Cedar Point to new heights with the Magnum XL200. And we converted, of course, Avalanche Run into this futuristic space-themed ride that everybody loves. The renovation, this is interesting, the renovation actually cost more than the coaster itself. We spent about $4 million to renovate this ride, and it has launched people to mission from space ever since then. We've had a lot of people who have pondered the meaning of the 12E that's on the side of the building. You guys will all notice that. Anybody know what the 12E is? Can we have some hands out here? We've got some good guesses. What do we have?
The 12 letters, the letter L.
Oh, we have the 12th letter L stands for Lake Erie. Any other theories here? We've got a couple of them. Shoe size? Whose shoe would it be? Bill Spain's shoe size? Is that, I don't know, Bill, is that correct? Where's Bill? It's not shoe size that we know of, but you never know. Good guess, good guess. Well, let me take two other guesses here.
The E stands for Eric. That's the person in the guy on the side of the ride. So I think
Patrick O'Rourke is correct. Yes, Patrick O'Rourke filled us in, and that's, as far as we know, that's how the 12E came to be. This was Eric, and this was the designer of disaster transport was named Eric, and this was the 12th ride that he designed. To our recollection, that's what we know of how the 12E came to be. But thanks for playing, folks. I'd also like to open this up now to someone very special we have with us tonight. And of course, as we pay tribute, we'll also be starting to take the ride down very soon. The demolition will start early next month. And we have Mr. August Lococo here to talk about that. He will also be opening this session up to some questions. So I'll be walking around with a microphone. If you'd like to know, this is your chance to pick the brain of one of our very important people here at the park.
Hi, I'm Augie. I'm going to be in charge of taking this thing down. And as you all know, tonight's the last night. Tomorrow morning, we're going to start on the inside. We'll take the vehicles off. We have 2 vehicles that are going to the roller coaster museum in Waverly, Texas, along with, I think, the signing and quite a bit of other pieces. I got some facts here just wanted to share with you. We're going to take about 380 trucks, and 98% of the entire ride and steel will be recycled. There's over 3 million pounds of steel. When we take the steel down, we're going to get the concrete out. We will take the footers out. There's over 8 million pounds of concrete footers. The equipment that we're going to use to take it down, obviously some high lifts, trancos, excavators. One of the pieces of equipment is a scissors, and it's going to be attached to a high lift, and the scissors will cut this steel just like you see scissors cutting paper. We'll have grapplers out there that are big hand-held things that are going to grab the steel and put it into the trucks. So we have a lot of equipment. It's going to take probably 3 to 4 weeks to take it down. As I said, everything's going to be recycled. Vehicles are going to the museum. Concrete footers come out right down to the sand, Sandy Beach. What else can I tell you? Any questions about how we're going to take it down?
That's quite a project. Anyone have any questions? For Augie tonight? Yes, we have one over here. What's your name?
Jeff, just wondering what's going to happen with the props? Is there any auctions or anything like that?
Well, there's some pieces in there that we've taken out for auction pieces. There's a lot of the props that are going to come out, and they may show up somewhere else in the park later on next year. Definitely.
Don't be surprised if you see some of them floating around in some maybe unexpected places. You never know.
Yeah.
We like to recycle a lot of things here at Cedar Point.
You know, there's a haunted house in there, and we have to rebuild it, so we may see some pieces over there.
Any other questions out here? I know we have some. Burning question from the back.
Jason Hammond, you said you're rebuilding the haunt?
Yes.
So that won't be this year, though?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Good.
Yeah, we're rebuilding it. It's already started. It'll be ready by haunt.
Where's it going?
It's going out at Mean Street.
Where it is.
Where's Ed and Muse going?
That's where it's going.
So no more Happy Jacks?
Well, we'll announce what's going in the new one at a later time, but we have to take this one down, put it out there.
We promise to scare the pants out of you with the next new attraction. Any other questions tonight? No, I find that hard to believe in a group of all of you avid coaster fans. No questions?
It gets a little tricky. We're going to start on the back side and work our way to the front. Obviously, when we get out here closer to the other rides, we have to be real careful.
what do you decide what's valuable to keep inside the park centers and the storage space? When you decide to just trash away as or give away? Like what is important to Cedar Point to keep for history?
Well,
where do we draw the line?
Yeah, where do we draw the line at? It's really not for me to say, but a lot of the marketing creative people are already been inside and they're trying to pick and choose what they're going to keep and what we're not. Obviously, the memorabilia is important to us here. So we want to keep that, we want to make the museum happy, and we want to make our guests happy. So a lot. We're going to save a lot.
Yes, again, this large sign at the front of the ride will actually go to the National Roller Coaster Museum, and we will have all of our disaster transport crew sign that before we send it out. But all the signs we've saved, we've tried to save some robots. We have a couple of little alien guys that are staying with us. So
a piece of the track is going too, Annie. Probably as long or twice as long as the vehicle. So we have to be real careful when we cut it apart, because that's going to the National Museum also.
Hi, I'm Dana. A fairly random question. We have a 3-year-old and he loves to see big trucks. Will you be able to see any of the destruction going on, or will it be walled off fairly well that you can't see what's going on?
Well, we're going to put a construction fence right through here, and it's going to be about 6 feet tall. But you will see overhead equipment taking it out, and you will see trucks that are going to go in and out of the parking lot. Like I said, we're going to start in the back side. There'll be big tandem trucks. They'll be filled with steel, and they'll be going in and out of the toll booths. Probably 8 to 10 trucks a day. So if he wants to see them.
Yeah, he does like the roller coaster. He does like the roller coasters too, but he likes big trucks too. Right, thanks.
Yeah, come by and see the trucks.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm Justin. Yeah, I'm just curious, does any of the video or audio still exist from when the ride first opened, well, Disaster Transport first opened? Or the story of what happened with that?
I don't know if the videos, I'm sure we have it in our archives someplace.
Yeah, I was just curious.
Yeah, I'm sure we have it. We don't throw important stuff away.
We can probably take one more question, then I'd like to announce all of our top fundraisers. We have one last question, anyone?
I'm Tim. I was wondering, have any other amusement parks contacted you about parts for this type of ride? Because I know that there are still some bobsled-style roller coasters in existence.
Not yet. We have quite an inventory of parts, and we're going to keep them, and we'll be able to offer them up to people that have. There's not. First of all, there's not many of these around, right?
Thank you all for your questions. We've learned a lot tonight. And again, we would like to now announce all of our top fundraisers, especially our prize winners tonight. Now what we'll do, we will be announcing the top 50 fundraisers, because you folks, for your generosity, will be the ones who will be part of the actual final lap with the lights on. And that will be taking place shortly after 11:30. Once we've had the hour of ERT, which will start shortly, we'll be having people go on that last ride with the lights on. So, to make sure though that you get your spot and you get your seat, once I call your name, you'll need to head back to the tent where you signed in and talk to Cara. Cara Douche, she's from Give Kids the World, and she will be making the seating arrangements so that we all know that you'll be guaranteed a spot on that last ride. And she'll also have the prizes. I have the prize for our 3rd place winner, but we have the prizes for the 1st and 2nd place winners back here by the tent. So just walk out there when your name is called and pick up your prize and get your seat. Okay, our 1st place fundraiser, Ken Jones with $821. Let's give a great round of applause for Ken.
Where's Ken? Ken, congratulations. Go pick your spot.
Ken gets to pick his spot on the ride. In 2nd place, we have Benjamin Gearing with $800, a very close 2nd. Way to go. We also, in 3rd place, with a $615 donation, Chelsea Steerhoff. Let's give a big round of applause for her.